You know what? It's easier to sit on the sidelines and judge than it is to actually get in the game and play. The Bible is filled with men that made a lot of mistakes. You know, when I look at Gideon, a dude that was afraid and hiding during a time of famine, when God called him and when he seen him, he said that you are a man of valor. When I look at men like David, someone who made great mistakes. When I look at the man Bartimaeus on the roadside begging, I often wonder, why is it that God would use people like us? It's easier to make a mistake and stay down than it is to get up and try to fight, to try to believe in what God has called you to do. When I look at my own life, I can't help but remember the things that try to keep me bound, from not feeling loved to every broken marriage that I've ever had, to every mistake that I've made. And that's after being a man of God. Just how flawed I am. And yet God would love a person like me. He would call me to do something for him. I've done some terrible things in my past, but here I am on the battlefield of life, fighting. And if I can do it, you can do it. Doesn't matter how bad your past, doesn't matter how many mistakes you've ever made. I promise you, God has a plan for your life. And it's not what people think or what people may say that's going to hinder that. Only you can stop it. Only you can choose to stay down there on the ground and not get up and fight beyond your past. I talk about the past so much because for so many years, things in my past, people in my past, decisions of my past have tried to hinder my future, hinder my presence, keep me stale and stagnant. And I just got to a spot where I was just tired of it. I was tired of being in people bondage. I was tired of worrying about what they was going to say because they knew what I did in the past. I don't care about that anymore. You have to get to a spot in life where you say, you know what? I'm going to move forward no matter what. Yeah, I did do that. I did make a mistake, but God's grace has brought me to this place and I'm not going to waste my life. That's where I got. I got to a spot where I said, you know what? I'm not going to waste my pain no more. I'm not going to be bound by my pain no more. I'm not going to allow it to affect my relationships and affect my work habits and affect the people that I love and the things that I cherish. I'm not going to allow it to kill me anymore. And if I can do it, I promise you, you can do it. You just got to find it in your strength. Yeah. I know what it's like to be a man who's called by God and have 4 children. I know what it's like to have 4 children by 4 different women and still try to do something great and still try to be a father when I've never seen a father. I know what that is like. So my brother, my sister, you are not alone. Doesn't matter if you've had a kid out of wedlock. Doesn't matter if you've been married and divorced and married and divorced. It doesn't matter if you've been in jail or in prison, or it doesn't matter if people have slandered your name and they only identify you to the mistakes that you've made in your past. Oh, that's Ricky that did this and that. It doesn't matter. You could choose to let them continue to identify your life by your past and then always answer to that, or you can decide to take a new stance and go a different direction and get up off the canvas and throw a punch back at life. Because yeah, you may have made bad mistakes, and that's okay, because God gives us grace to get up and get it right. And some people will never forgive or forget what you've done in the past, and that's okay. Because you can start today by making better decisions. And those people that you come in contact from here on will identify you with those good decisions. But it doesn't matter if people identify you by bad or good decisions anyway, because God knew you before they ever did. And he has a plan for your life. He has a plan for my life. I had to go through everything that I've experienced to get me to where I am right now. I had to go that route. There was no other choice for me. I used to wonder, why is my life like this? Or why do I have this passion? Or why can't I just be normal and do what other people do? But when you're called, you're called. You could try to run. I tried to run for a long time. Made a lot of mistakes in the process. The Bible says there are many plans in the heart of man, but God's will, the thing that he has designed for you, that's going to stand no matter what. So at some point, you're going to have to decide to move forward in a positive way. People may still identify you to what you did back there. That's okay. But you have to decide to change on the inside. This is Elgin Stevens. Peace.